Hey Aries, how are all y'all doing out there? Hopefully we're doing good, but today what we got is a row spread for you guys. So what that is basically is just a 9 card spread. It's going to be the core issue that the reading is about. So what's on your mind basically, how you felt in the past about it, your past actions, the current advice or present advice, your present feelings and ideas, where the situation is heading, and then the universe's advice for the future. So let's start getting some cards for it. I still need to shuffle, but I thought I'd go ahead and get the introduction out of the way. Oh, by the way, these readings that I'm doing could apply for any of your like personal placements or your rising. So like Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, or Mars, because you never really know what reader is going to pick up from you. I've had readers pick up my Mars energy. I've had readers pick up my Sun or Moon. I've had some that only pick up my Rising. It really just depends. So try out a few of those, and if none of them resonate, maybe I'll get you next time. Maybe I'm just not the reader for you, and that's okay. These are general, so some of it may resonate, all of it may resonate, none of it may resonate. You don't have to force anything. So anyway, I'm gonna start shuffling, and we'll get into that, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I got a few placements already, but we're gonna go ahead and start here. So your current situation is basically trying to find direction where you're trying to go. It's like maybe you have opposing ideas. Maybe you feel like you're pulling yourselves in different directions. You don't really know where you want to go, but you got this passion and drive to just go. Maybe you feel like you're being pulled this way and this way at the same time. Maybe you just feel like other people are tugging you, right? You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Cancer. You could have it in your chart. But it's just like you're really trying to find your sense of direction and dealing with all the chaos around you, basically. This chaotic energy of like, okay, I need to go here, but I need to go here, but should I do this? Should I do this? But they want me to do this, but I want to do this and do this. Something along those lines, basically, just really being pulled in several different directions at once while trying to move forward. And in the past, your feelings about it was basically with this Nine of Wands and King of Wands was you being very stubborn and goal oriented, being like, I'm going to do this by myself and see it through. I don't care how hard I'm struggling. I will not rely on anyone else because I got me and that's all I need. And past actions, I see this as you celebrating and relying on an initial foundation too hard. Like, this structure still needed work. It was celebratory. It was something worth celebrating. I mean, but it still needed work to be put into it. It wasn't ready. So when you relied on this foundation, um, when you relied on this structure, it tended to fall apart because you didn't continue to add to it. You didn't continue to add value. It was just like okay, well, this is good enough now. Like, I did it. I did it. But yes, you did it, but you needed to continue. You know what I mean? Um, so I feel like this is very general. Like, I'm gonna pull in the center again and be like, how does this relate? Like, what is this about? I'm trying to get a little more specific. Oh, I forgot to say with the King of Wands, the Sagittarius is out here twice. You could have been dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could have it in your chart. Okay, so you have the Three of Wands and you have the Nine of Coins. So basically, I feel like this is like saying that this pull in the middle was towards something that could have been long lasting, be it a relationship, be it some sort of business, something that was meant to be long lasting. You were building strategy for it, something that could give you that independence that you crave, something that gives you all the luxuries that you want to be able to afford, that you were really striving. It was your goals, your ambition. So I think whenever how these cards relate is you really wanted to just do that by yourself, and you relied on yourself, and you probably even over overburden yourself a little bit, tired yourself out, have a tendency to do that. And it's like, oh, I can do all of this. I'm Aries. I have all this energy. I can do everything. Don't worry about me. But I really think there's just this frustration in the past of getting really upset when it didn't work, but not realizing that this was the initial foundation, if that makes sense. Like it still needed, it was a good job. It just still needed to be built upon. Like there was still work to do, and it was treated like it was completed. There was still work to be done for this, for it to actually breathe, actually be fruitful. So let's get universe's advice for the present. Okay, with the universe's advice for the present, we got the Empress. And the pregnancy aspect really sticks out. And no, I'm not saying you're getting pregnant, no. But think about the process of giving birth. Think about the process, well, not, not that part. But, you know, and not the beginning, not the very, very beginning and not the very end, but like the whole middle. You're building a baby, basically. Building, that how I want to phrase it, whatever. Like y'all get my point. Like you are building this life inside of you. You nurture it, you grow it, you feed it, you talk to it. Some put like little headphones on and give it the music. You try to help it grow. You imagine what they'll be like. You start thinking up names. Like there's a lot of planning that goes into it. There's a lot of love and care that goes into this. And it's not just something that happens overnight. It's not like, okay, we did it, you're pregnant, now shoot it out. That was kind of crude, but hopefully that I'm trying to deliver a point here, Aries. Like you need to be a little patient. And I can hear, I know that y'all get tired of hearing that shit. I'm an Aries, okay, so I get to tell y'all to be patient. Okay, so I'm an Aries myself. So don't come at me. Don't come at me because it's true. Sometimes you're just like, okay, I did the thing. Why don't I have all the results I want? Okay, well, keep doing the thing. Keep putting in the effort. Keep putting in the love and care. Keep nurturing the situation to get the results you want. That is your current advice. So let's get current feelings and where the situation's headed. I'm still not sure if this is relationship or if this is business mindset type of thing. But with the Empress, you could have been dealing with Taurus or Libra, just to throw that out there. So, Aries, with your current feelings of the situation, I think you're at a point of stagnancy, basically. You're feeling like, okay, like, is this growing or is it not? Is this the best I'm getting? Or am I actually going to more? And you're thinking about abandoning the situation and just being like, okay, we're going to have to go to a new venture. So, because you're in the thought process of being like, do I stay and put more work in and try more, or do I go do something else? So I feel like there's two options here. There's a Knight of Wands option and there's a Knight of Pentacles option. So with the Knight of Wands option, which is Leo energy, by the way, you get the Three of Wands. So you keep acting impulsively. You keep like driving in, just putting all your energy and effort in, exhausting yourself, and just being like, okay, it's not working, and being like, I'm mad now. Like, go on, go do something else. You keep going from project to project to project, and just it's like an explosion of energy and then frustration because that explosion wasn't enough. Like that's how you feel about it. You feel like it should have been enough. And you're like, why isn't it working? Why didn't this explosion get the attention I wanted, basically? And so you're going to continue this cycle of disappointment and heartache and wondering, basically having this why wasn't I enough kind of attitude here. Or you could go the Knight of Pentacles route, which is like Taurus energy if you happen to be dealing with that. But I feel like this is more like directional, but whatever. So with the Nine of Pentacles, you could be more slow moving, actually building this foundation step by step, kind of like with that Empress advice. What I said, you slowly build the baby. The baby isn't just coming out like right after conception. It's going to take 9 months to create it. It slowly forms. You nurture it, you feed it, you love it. So can you do that? Can you slowly add value to this and have patience? Have patience. Keep calm in the storm. In the storm of this chaos and anxiety that you have, you have this need to be at the end of the goal already. Like you want to be at the end of the tunnel before you even like go through the steps to get at the end of the tunnel, basically. Um, and then we also got the world at the end of this for the Nine of Pentacles version. And what really popped out with the world is that the world is ruled by Saturn. And when I was thinking about that, Saturn talks about how like hard work gives rewards. So kind of like with the Saturn return, like if you haven't been working on your shit, like you're gonna have to face it. But people, I'm still learning, so give me a break if I say it wrong here. But I believe it's where Saturn shows up in your life is basically where things could be delayed, but if you work on it, if you work hard through it, like it does pay off. You do get rewarded eventually, basically, and that is the message I'm getting through with the world. So I know you want that explosive energy and then things to just like match that energy and just be an explosion of fun and good times and oh my god, it's working. But it just kind of seems like the slow build is more realistic, at least in this spread. So let's get the universe's advice for the future. So we have the Fool and the Emperor. So, Aquarius and Aries energy. Basically, really Uranus and Aries energy, but whatever. Uranus, Uranus. But I'm basically getting this whole don't be afraid to fail. Every step of the way is a new adventure. So, kind of have that mindset. Enjoy every step. See it as fun. See it as adventurous. And have that youthful passion, just enjoy every bit of it and learn from every experience and carry that forward and create the better experience for yourself. That's part of that, taking the time, that slow build. You're learning from each experience. Don't be afraid to try new things with this Fool. It's okay because you're starting at the ground. So sorry, I struggled there for a little bit. I was like, I don't want to say it that way, the way I was thinking in my head. Anyway, anyone else struggle sometimes? But basically, just don't be afraid to fail at trying things because you will try things that you like and you'll try things that you don't like. You'll try things that are successful. You'll try things that weren't. But that's how you're going to accumulate this knowledge of what works and doesn't work for you. So don't be afraid to have that confidence to move forward and try things and just be that pioneer that Aries is meant to be. Okay? So hopefully y'all enjoyed this reading. Please like, comment, subscribe if you did. Anyway, you guys have a great day.